And we are back in the motherfucking building. DMX, the Giad. Fucking Finland in the building. Oh, are we gonna do a thing? We're doing a thing? Alright. Finland insists on showing off his beauteous great looks. Bang bang, skeet skeet. You guys can figure out the rest of that one to tell us. Alright, two things I had to say, but you can go first because you're a lady, and ladies first. Go. If you got words?
It's the only words I had where, like, I kind of wanted to say them, like, off the cast, but, like, yeah. To be honest, I didn't care, but, like, yeah. Like, I enjoy conversations, like, it's fun. We're just talking about random shit.
Yeah,
and
man.
Just talk.
Of course. Like, did you walk into this? You didn't walk into it because you're like 84,000 miles away. But you didn't have like a clipboard with notes or something. You're like, we'll just talk about whatever comes up.
Yeah.
And that's the whole essence of the Prax. I'm like, this is probably never going to see the light of day. Well, this one might, unless you say some really ridiculous dumb shit. But yeah, it's a labor of love, and it gives people the chance to talk to people from across the fucking planet. And we're all just people.
Yeah, like, we
you know
are,
what
like,
I mean?
fucking...
Like, if I like New Mexico, Oklahoma, Arkansas, New York, New Jersey, New Mexico, Germany, London, Finland, fucking Scotland, South Africa, Missouri, Utah, Brazil. I can't even remember all the fucking clowns. The people on the Mir space station.
But yeah, like...
no, but it's fun. It's interesting, and the whole reason it's called the Prax, it's because maybe it'll be the Procast one day.
To me,
what?
The first time we talked in the podcast, like, you explained to me, like, yeah, it's Prax because it's a practice.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Thank you. And somehow we're still the #1 Google hit in the world. Like, in every country I've ever asked. I don't have any North Koreans. They don't have real internet yet. But, yeah. Speaking of North Korea...
Oh, what's internet?
What?
What's internet?
They don't fucking know. They have, like, 18 websites. They're all government run. It's sad.
But to be honest, yeah, like... yeah, you do this shit, like, for a hobby, yeah? Yeah, you're not getting a living out of this, like...
No,
yeah, that's not, like, I actually opened the YouTube page of the Praxcast, but, like, it's kind of funny, because, like, the latest episode, 9 days ago, but there's 14 people have fucking listened to us just talk shit.
I don't even know who these people are, what cave they live in, like, why they would even listen to us. I want to say, like, comment, subscribe, like, we'll take questions, we'll take new guests. If you want to be on the thing, we'll consider it. We have to vet you and have a deep dive through, like, your background history, make sure you're not, like, a child molester or anything like that. And, yeah,
I'm a child molester.
Alright, well, this episode, delete. Hold on, I'm deleting everything. I don't care if you were doing a Praxcast from somebody in prison. Like, even a goddamn werewolf deserves a fair trial. But no, we denounce child molesters on the program.
Yeah, but, like, no, I'm not an actual child molester. And, like,
I know, but, like, see, it's like if someone took that out of context... They'd be like, oh my god, the Praxcast is a bunch of child molesters figuring out how to molest more kids. And I'm like, say you take that out of context. I'm a child molester. Yeah, we're figuring out how to molest more kids. Like, you cut that soundbite the right way. Who looks stupid? You and yours truly. And even though it's bullshit, that's why I'm like, don't attach your name to any of this. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
I predicted this. I'm like, before the Me Too, I don't think he ever molested any actresses. And,
many people.
The cancel culture, outrage culture bullshit. I'm like, bro, you're stifling, like, innocent and decent, interesting conversations because everyone's afraid to say what's on their fucking mind. Because, oh
Like,
my
yeah,
god,
like,
someone could come after me in 2042 because of something I say today. And you're like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know
You
what? I
just
think
said the
there's
word
only two
nigger
genders, and
to
it's
me.
like, you're fired as a CEO. What? Fuck you. I mean,
But like, yeah, like, yeah, I was thinking, like, yeah, like, I never said my, like, full name, but, like, I think I said my full name once to you,
I don't fucking
but, like,
care
it
what
was,
your
like,
name.
it
I
was
don't
offline,
want. You know,
basically.
it's better if I don't know it, because I don't.
Yeah, but,
I'm being honest. I
yeah, but
don't.
I think I
I
said
know
it.
the first. Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe someone who wants to go cancel you will look for your full name, and that means we get another view. Hey-oh, win-win for the Prax.
Yeah, I think someone's gonna watch the Praxcast for once.
If they're looking to be outraged, I mean, I'm gonna get in trouble for this, but my original intro years back was, and I have to preface this with the point of saying, I'm like, let's try and offend everybody in the first 10 seconds so we'll know what. I'm
No,
serious.
no,
And I'm
yeah,
like, let's just
I
weed out
forgot
all the
that one.
clowns. I'm like, if you want the soundbite, here you go. And I would go, mic check, 1, 2. Niggas and Jews, Hindus and Chews, Spics and Mix,
Yeah.
Gooks and Mooks, Hindus and Chews, hags and fags of all ages, races, and faces. And all the dumb bitches. This is the program that reaches the beaches and shakes the lakes. Welcome to the Prax. If we didn't offend you by now, alright, welcome to the program. But I'm willing to lose most of you to gain a few of you. And if you want to be ignorant and think I meant anything with, like, a bad intent, no, I'm making light of all that. Otherwise, I wouldn't be comfortable
Yeah, you
saying
say
that.
no.
I'm not saying that
Just
to anyone specifically. I'm just saying, let's weed out everybody who's going to be a snowflake and a baby about shit and don't have a sense of humor. If
yeah.
just tune out right now. This isn't for you. I'm sorry. You're a baby. Go to your safe space. Go live in your bubble. Go fuck yourself while you're at it.
Okay.
As Johnny the Monkey would say, do you have words? Or I'll just move on. Anyway, segue. Shout out to fucking Johnny the Monkey.
But yeah, to be honest, like, yeah, it was like yesterday or 2 days ago when we talked last time, like, you totally fucking destroyed me.
Oh yeah,
So, like,
no, yeah, no.
that was like 2 days ago, yeah.
Yeah, but you could tell yeah, no, I went after you on that one.
Yeah, like, I knew it was as a joke, but, like...
Yo, that's on
Yeah,
the
that's really
record.
hurt. Like, that actually, like... That hit me right in the heart.
Oh,
Right in
well,
the face.
in the feels, I hurt your feelers.
No, but yeah, you really did hurt my feelings, and
I don't
yeah.
even know. Do you remember what led up to that? You're like, you can't say shit that's gonna bother me, and I'm like, hold my beer.
Yeah, it was that kind of moment. Yeah, I said like some random shit, like, yeah, I don't remember what I said, but I said some random shit.
You're like, you fat
Then you went,
Mountain
like,
Dew drinking American Walmart shopping cunt. And I'm like, none of that is true for me. But if you want to hear me insult you, we can go. We can go. You want to have a little jousting competition? I'll go. And you're like, can you
But
stop?
yeah, like,
And I was doing it to make you laugh, and you're like, no, you're going too hard, man. You're gonna make me cry. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
but yeah, like we don't really know each other. Like, yeah, we talk sometimes and stuff like that. But like you like just said random shit, and it all like was fucking true.
But
Basically.
you saw. Hey, can I tell you like something that'll make you feel a little bit special? Bro, you got to see a side of me that most people never see. And you're like, go hard, go vicious for like 2 minutes. I'm like, I don't think this isn't gonna go well for you.
Yeah, it made me feel special for once.
And I'm like, dude, there was the proof point. I'm like, I can... Fucking hell, man. I'm like, I don't want to set out to upset people or hurt anybody's feelings. But I'm like, damn, my skills are polished. I can make someone cry within 4 minutes. And I'm like, I just broke my record. I did it in 2 minutes and 8 seconds.
Yeah, it didn't even take you 1 minute to make me cry.
Oh, come on, man. You're giving me too much credit. And for a bad thing, like, fucking, your skills aren't meant to be used to hurt friends, you know? You make me feel really fucking bad. I'm like,
yeah, but
I think, like, after you... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I've always been a crybaby.
Well, that doesn't make me feel... And you're taking away my thunder now, then. I thought I was special. The levels of disrespect. You know what they can do.
No, but, like, yeah, that was the worst. Like, I never been destroyed that hard.
I don't know if that's a compliment or, like, an honor or an insult.
It's not like that is a compliment on your, like, insulting skills. You're very good at insulting people when you want to do that.
Exactly. I never unleash it. I keep it in a cage and I feed it steaks. And if someone wants to get mouthy, I'm like, you're fucking with the wrong one. I will destroy you.
Yeah.
And it's in a little bit way, like, not rewarding, but, like, validating. Because I'm like, good, there's a reason why I keep this shit, like, hidden in a dark box in the attic. And we never break that shit out unless we need to. That's like launching nukes at someone, you know?
Sure.
But, speaking of launching nukes, do you want to say words? Or I had something I wanted to bring up with you. Not related at all.
No, I don't have any topics or anything.
Say again?
You talk.
Oh, yeah, I'm good at that.
I don't have any topics or any ideas.
What I thought you said earlier was interesting. You said the United States is like the capital of Earth. And I was like, fuck, he's kind of right. Because I don't give a fuck. You go to Yugoslavia, they're playing Niggas with Attitude. They're playing DMX. They're playing 50 Cent. They're playing Sweet Home Alabama. They're playing Lady Gaga. You know what I mean? They're playing Avicii. Avicii's, I think he's Swedish, but yeah, anyway. Timberlake, rest in peace. But, yeah, there's Hollywood, there's Bollywood, which is like a mockery, and then there's a new one, like in Thailand or some shit, that's a wannabe Bollywood.
But, by the way, have you seen, like, those videos about, like, movies from, like, Uganda? Like UGA and the
No.
Uganda, like in Africa, like
No.
I see, like they have like so fucking shitty CGI and stuff like that. Like it's so fucking funny. Like I see like a few clips of the movies.
Are they spoofs like Tropic Thunder or?
Yeah, well, kind of, like I think like Tropic Thunder is like kind of like
You couldn't make that movie today. They would cancel it so fast.
Fucking Robert Downey Jr.
Yo, that's the thing. Doing blackface? Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, dude, that was a good movie. It wasn't amazing, but it was watchable. It was enjoyable. I got a few chuckles out of it. But the thing is, like, I don't think that movie I don't think that movie plays on HBO, Cinemax, Stars, Showtime, anything. They're like, this movie is racist because there's a guy doing blackface saying never go full retard. And I'm like, you're taking away, like, a funny film because of what? Like, the first person who told me I needed to see that was a fucking black woman. Alright. She's like, you need to see Tropic Thunder. Just for context. Yeah. I'm like, what? She's like, oh my god, Robert Downey and blackface and Jack Black is a retarded person. And I'm like, you're taking away art from people. I don't mean people generalizing, but this was a black woman, and she's like, this is amazing, you have to see it. I don't think she was offended. She's like, if she was so offended, obviously, one person doesn't speak for any group or anything like that. But she we got to get her on the goddamn thing.
Anyway,
No, but she would, if she was horrifically offended by it, she wouldn't be recommending it, and she knows exactly who I am.
But yeah, like, it was so fucking meta, because, like, Robert Downey Jr. was acting as an actor.
Yeah.
Playing a black guy. Well, acting as an actor, playing a black guy. And he knew he, like, it was, like, all a joke, like, yeah.
Yeah, people can't take a joke anymore. That's what's bothered me so much,
playing a black person.
That's what's bothered me so much, my guy. People have they don't have thick skin. Everything is bullied. Everything is politically correct. No one can take a joke anymore, and it's killing comedy. It's killing humor. If you've ever seen, like, Saturday Night Live or any comedy special, it's so woke. It's fucking disgusting. I want to throw up. I'm like, where do these terrible comedians keep coming from? I'm like, you just did 5 minutes and you didn't even do any material. You didn't even do a joke. You just bantered about how women should be able to steal makeup because you're objectified by society. So you have to pay for your objectification. I'm like, I'm sorry. Is this a comedy show?
A different time.
What?
Like, yeah, like old like shows. Like, there was a different times. Like, yeah, people had different, like, people thought differently about shit, and, like, yeah, it wasn't wrong at the time it was made. Basically.
Yeah.
Like, some more, like, it's very sexist jokes and stuff like that, but, like,
they're jokes. The thing is, they're jokes. They're not meant to, like, hurt anybody. They're meant to make people laugh.
Yeah.
Like, we'll take Chris Rock for an example, okay? You know who Chris Rock is.
Yeah, I know.
Half his whole bit is making fun of black people and white people and the differences. And by half, I mean most of it. And he does a really good job with it.
But by the way, bro, have you watched The Office?
No, I will not do it. It's terrible. It's not funny. It's not like... Nope. Okay,
I have to kind of.
What's not funny about it? Fucking everything. Nope.
But, like, there was one joke about Chris Rock, like Steve Carell was, like, yeah, he was this awful fucking boss who just said everything, and, like, he was making, like, comedy.
Listen, I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop you, my friend. I can't allow you to talk about The Office on the program. It's against my beliefs. I don't think it's a funny show. I understand when people like it. It's not for me, and you already plugged it more than enough. It's just not for me. It never will be. I don't like that sense of humor. And if other people do, that's cool. But no, it's just not for me. It's too watered down. It's too safe. It's too woke. It's too dry. That show is incredibly bad without a laugh track. It
didn't have a laugh track, no. I don't think it had, like...
I don't care what it is. I don't care what track it had. There's no laughs on that show. I'm sure it's good at what it is. And I'm not trashing it any more than I already have. It's just not for me. I don't think it ever will be. So... You know, what am I going to say?
Well, to be honest, the British version was better.
There are The Wire has way funnier moments than that shit. And that's a show about cops and drug dealers. Alright?
Yeah, can I ask you something? Like, I never watched any episode of Seinfeld.
Yeah, me neither. That's perfect. That's perfect. I've never watched one episode of Seinfeld in my life. I think it's terrible. I don't think it's funny at all. I've watched a bunch of Curb Your Enthusiasms, which Larry David is the star of Curb Your Enthusiasm, and he was the creator and producer of Seinfeld. I think Seinfeld is absolute trash. It's garbage. Nothing about it is funny. I don't enjoy anything. It's a show about nothing, a.k.a. a la the Prax. But I never got any humor, any laughs out of it. Maybe I'm just being a hater, which is fine, but it's not what I enjoy. And if people like it, obviously a lot of people do, fucking let them enjoy it. I'm not gonna shit on it. Good. It's just not something I enjoy. So let people, enjoy that. Some people enjoy the Praxis 14 listeners across the galaxy. I don't know. There's probably more Martians than Earthlings here in this dumb shit. But it's not for everybody. You know what I mean? Some
by the
people
way,
can listen to like a 4-hour Joe Rogan podcast. And some people have like a 4-second TikTok attention span. Go ahead.
By the way, I was only wrong, but I'm assuming, you're not big fan of sitcoms.
No, at all. No.
Okay, I'm a huge fan of sitcoms. I just love them.
I never watched Friends. I never watched Seinfeld. I never watched Mad About You, 2.5 Men. Nope. Married with Children, I've seen a couple of times. I give it a thumbs up. You couldn't make that show again because it's racist and sexist and whatever.
What show?
Married with Children? All in the Family was probably the most
I never heard of that.
You ever heard of Al Bundy?
Al Bundy, yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah, well, that's the fucking guy. I've never watched Modern Family. I'm sure it's a well-written show.
Al Bundy was the...
I've never watched The Big Bang Theory. I think it's insufferable. Ugh. Ugh.
By the way,
hey man, did you ever think when you woke up this morning you were going to be completely trash on terrible beer and talking about sitcoms with someone from across the fucking planet? Yeah, no.
No.
There you go.
I thought I was gonna get trashed again, but yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying, bro. The Prax is always unscripted, uncut. That's why I said don't say your fucking name or your address, you mutt. Hey, that rhymes. Uncut, mutt. Hey.
Yeah, my name is...
Hey, your name is fucking Bilbo Baggins, and you live at 12 Hobbit Drive. And I live at 612 Wharf Avenue in New Jersey, bitch.
No, but actually, I live at my home.
Yeah, don't make me fucking edit out where your home is. I don't know what hut you live in.
No, I said, yeah. I live at my home. That's where I live.
Most people do. Most people live in a home, unless you live in a car or something cool like that.
But yeah, it's fun having a home.
Yeah, it's kind of cool when the wind blows and you can go inside and I'm like, oh fuck, there's heat in here. I don't have to freeze and shiver to death.
Yeah, central heating and stuff like that. Yeah,
it's pretty dope, man. That's pretty dope. It must cost $8 a month over there because I don't know. You probably have a hamster on a wheel powering your electrical grid.
Oh, I have 3 hamsters.
Fuck yeah, man. That's what the Doomsday Preppers do, bro. Yeah. That's going off the grid. You just need 3 hamsters, and then you can turn on your space heater and charge your iPhone at the same time.
Yeah. Oh, actually, by the way, about iPhones.
They're made by child slaves. Yes.
I've never been a fat Apple.
You're being a fat apple? Yo, fix your face. People are trying to listen to you. So let's make sure we can be heard. Clank and sing. Shout out to Sharksy. And Johnny the Monkey. And Daniel San. And Jaxie. And Meezy. Shut up, dog. And this stupid ass dog.
DMX, are they going to China or something? Or
you'll take me to China? You'll take me to China? The fuck did you just say? I don't want to go to China with you.
You said DMX. You said Cox a cream and Okay, are they going to join us or? They just for the sake of saying their names.
No, I don't think so. I think we've done enough damage to ourselves.
Yeah.
I think we did 28, and then this is 29. I might just put this up as 1 and 2. Just for the sake of doing it, because I am so apologizing to everyone out there who's hearing this who did not get on the interwebs yet. We have so many fucking episodes that we haven't gone through. I'm not even joking. Like, I'm.
Yeah, but
I
yeah, like,
I would never ask for ad money or a Patreon thing. But if I could trust someone to just edit down and publish these fucking things for me, I'd be like, oh my god, we'd be doing 3 episodes every fucking week. And the numbers would be skyrocketing. But it's when you're your own small business owner, which isn't even a fucking business. It's a hobby, labor of love.
yeah,
It's a prax, and you know why it's called the Praxcast.
yeah,
It's a prax. Maybe I'll be hosting an
yeah.
NBC TV show one day. It would never happen because, for the reasons I mentioned earlier, someone will dig back 30 years and like, you wrote a mean note to a girl when you were in 4th grade. We got to kick you off our broadcast network now. And I'm like, really? Why? She apologized. She proposed to me. And I had to say respectfully, I declined. But apparently I'm a bad person.
DMX, right? Like, wasn't Joe Rogan? He was like a television host before he started podcast.
He
did. What's the show? Like,
I know what you're thinking of. I know what you're thinking of. He was a comedian for 6, 7, 8 years.
Oh, he was a comedian.
Yeah, it was a stand-up from basically Boston is where he like cut his teeth, you know, and then he got a job on. He got a job. I'm telling you the thing. He got a job on news radio, which is like a sitcom, ABC, maybe NBC. Then he got the job on Fear Factor.
Yeah, Fear Factor. Yeah,
and he's like, this show's gonna be canceled like immediately. And he's like, we did 5 seasons of that, and I'm telling people like, stuff more bull testicles in your mouth. You can do it. And he's like, I can't believe. You're like, you look kind of fucked up when you went on the show. And he's like, dude, I was high. I couldn't do the show without being high. He's like, I would look at the teleprompter. He's like, I couldn't even read the script. I was so high. And then he started his podcast with Red Band as a labor of love. And now he's the biggest show in the world. And I'm like, you know what? That's a little bit inspiring to me.
Yeah, he has the biggest podcast in the world, yeah.
Definitely. I mean, when the White House is yelling at you, listen, if I get shadow banned or canceled off Twitter or YouTube, or the White House press secretary yells at me, I'll consider my life complete. I'll fucking parachute into the Dodgen River. I'm done. I've accomplished the mission.
Well, yeah, you accomplished something at least when.
Now listen, I get to talk to all sorts of cool people from all over the world. And I'm going to cut you in a second. So, because I see you got the sticky in your mouth. You're about to walk down the staircase of doom. But anyway, no one cares about that because they can't see the video, which is distracting. And you shouldn't be doing that. But whatever. Some things are just for us. Shout out to Johnny the Monkey. We got 90 seconds to make 30 minutes. So, if you got closing thoughts, we're listening to you. Here's your chance to broadcast to the world. From Finland.
Damn it. Did you say you're going to leave or something? Like, after you stay with me...
I'm going to cut this in about 1 minute. So you got 1 minute to say words, if you want, and begin. You can do a part 3, but say words now. And 3, 2,
yeah, but
1,
can we just
and
stay
29, go.
Hall?
You don't have to say anything, man. You could just say hi, Mom, and I love the world, and everyone be nice to each other. That's it. You don't have to say anything crazy. You got 45 seconds.
But, yeah.
Alright, well, I'm going to take the lead for you, man. My dude's putting shoes on. He's got 35 seconds. He's got 30 at this point.
Oh.
My dude's falling down a flight of stairs. It's fun. You should try it sometimes. You take a shortcut down the magic stairs. Anyway, this is DMX the God saying hello and goodbye for DMX, Johnny the Monkey, all the Prax fam. Love and good night. Drive fast. Take chances. Be nice to each other, goddammit.